Hello, trans fans. I've just picked up this new guy here. This is a Fancy Cell Transportation Captain, which obviously is their version of Astrotrain. We've had a few versions of them recently, but this one I think is not, I don't know, not as popular. I kind of just came across it by accident. And I haven't seen a lot of reviews for it, so I thought I'll show it off. Comes in this nice box here. Some nice artwork. And the back. On the side and back it shows you the different features it has and whatnot, but I'll show that off in person. Let's start off with the accessories. Impressively, they all fit into this train cab, which is pretty cool. There's a little clear plastic piece here, nice paint on it, and these doors open up. They peg into the bottom, so I kind of angle them up, open them up like this. And it comes with these. These four. Okay, so it comes with these four Energon Cubes, which are actually Energon rectangular prisms, and I've just discovered that they can open up. I guess I think this is deliberate because this just popped off. So I think you can open them if you want to. So that's kind of neat. Those all fit inside. Comes with this gun here, and this is nicely painted and detailed. There's no slot here to fit in the Masterpiece hand like usual. His hands do have slots in here, like other Masterpieces, but they don't have it there, and that is because you can plug it into the cab. I'm going to call this a cab. I'm not sure if that's the right term. Don't know a lot about trains. So this opens up, and you can see the weapons are stored here. These missiles, they actually just, it's perfectly fit this way. You can actually turn them around and peg them on here, and that works too, but I think they're supposed to be there. You can see the pegs for those. These missiles also come off, they're racks. If you want, you can do that. So the reason that there's no peg on the gun is because it slots into here. And this can be like a little base for Astrotrain, which is pretty cool. At first I thought this didn't fit, but then I looked in the manual and this bends down, so it does fit in there. Maybe I've got it backward. Oh, you don't peg it in that part, you peg it in the base to make that fit. Oh, and that's what that's for. That just plugs into the barrel of the gun. So pretty well thought out. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Yes, good. So what else? He also comes with this satellite, which I think we saw in the cartoon. I don't remember if it was part of Astrotrain or just something that they sent up into space. This kind of folds up. You can fold up the solar, the photovoltaic plates. Haha, I know what those are. And he'll kind of fit in there as well. This little armature can be pegged on several different places, and it has a little metal rivet through here to articulate that, and it just plugs on to the end like so. I have to stop saying that. Yeah, so you can attach this here onto the base. As long as you balance it. Whoop. Okay, that seems a bit heavy. I thought I had this earlier. Yeah, there you go. So that's kind of neat. And he also comes with an alternate head. This is supposed to be more akin to the G1 toy. And you can actually, this one is light piped. The other one is not. They're both smiling, but that's okay, I guess. And now we'll look at tutu mode. This is tutu mode. I think that's what it's officially called. Pretty nice. Nice, solid feeling plastic. I think it looks pretty good. This cab detaches, just plugs into these thrusters here by way of those two pegs. Pretty nice looking train. Everything's good here. His feet are the cow catcher here, so you can angle that up if you like. It can go, or flat if you want. The gun can be attached. Make your own joke here. Shit, where do you attach the gun? The gun does not attach to the train, in case you were wondering. You just have to store it in here. But pretty nice train mode. What I like about this guy is, again, how much he's like the G1 toy, because I think the engineering on that was just fine. The way the shuttle wings wrap around the train. That was a clever bit of engineering. No need to overdo it. You know, this would be taller, I guess. I don't know how the conductor would see. Not that there would be one. Nice bit of clear plastic there for the windows. Yeah, rolls alright. Got the two wheels here on the front, and the two wheels on the back that they unfold. Okay, I think that's enough for train mode. Let's look at the shuttle. Alright, so here is Astrotrain, Transportation Captain in his space shuttle mode with the accessories on. I think this looks pretty good. There's nothing to do with the trailer cab thing, or the cubes or head, of course, in this mode, but that's okay. This just plugs into the back here. Well, what was the back? You can see that this is the same old sliding tail fin. Oh, gotta clip that in a bit more. The bombs, or the missiles peg into the bottom of the wings. As you can see, I haven't got this quite snapped into place. This little light kind of looks good under here from the train mode. That's kind of neat. I think it's a good shuttle mode. DX9's Chigger was a bit wide, I thought, in the nose. I think they're going for just, different design. That's fine, but I like. If you watch any of my videos, you know I rant on about G1, and that's how I like it. So this is a good mode. You can roll it. If these wheels can collapse in if you like, but otherwise it's pretty nice. Nice coloring. Right. So this comes out. What else? You can remove these if you like. There he is with no accessories. Now, one cool thing that he does is you can open up these panels here that are the legs. This is a bit hard, so I can't do it on camera, sorry. Okay, I loosen this up now because a lot of these connections are just really tight. It's a third-party figure, it's brand new, so everything's locked up tighter than a nun's. Anyway, this opens up, nice detail inside, and there's some space there. So you can put some stuff in there if you want to. In fact, you probably know where this is going. Store all kinds of stuff in here. Whoops. Keep your medication in there. All kinds of stuff. You can even use it as a stash. Just stick that right in there. Your parents will never know. Astrotrain's a smuggler, you know. It even fits headmasters. Here's the one from Brainstorm. And here's Stylor, G1 headmaster. A bit too big to fit in there, but he can kind of fly the shuttle. Yay! Let's go get some more drugs. So, I can't get a good light on this, but there is. You can kind of see that little post there, right? There's one on either side, so you can connect this on and have a little Astrotrain surveying space. Pretty nice touch. I like that. That's cool. Very cool. So that's let's see, for size. Well, let's get him close to his Autobot counterpart, who he would be battling in space, Cosmos. I've not got a lot of stuff in vehicle mode. Just forgive me for that. But there's animated blur. This is iGear Hench and a G1 sideswipe. I had this guy in car mode, but now he's in bot mode, so that's how he scales, if you're worried about that. So overall, yeah, great shuttle mode. I approve. So you can see here I've had a little problem with the head. I snapped the ball peg off because these parts are fit extremely tightly together. So this, he comes packaged with his cartoon head, and this is in three pieces. There's the back plate here where the screw has to be removed, and then the face. Had a hell of a time getting this out because there's not much to grip onto. You can see the eyes are on the back plate, so this face part, the only thing you can grip onto is his chin, and when he's on the post, on the figure, all you can do is get onto there really, and I could not for the life of me get this loosened up, so I tried to just pull him off the peg, and that, yeah, he is tightly on there. You do have to unscrew it and loosen it because it snapped the peg right off inside, and that I couldn't get this out until after I'd separated this. Even once I had him in hand, like off of the figure, I had a hard time getting this separated. I had to use a screwdriver and just pry this out from the bottom. I don't honestly know how to do it if the figure is in one piece. So the other head he comes with, the alternate head is the toy head, and this is two parts only. So you remove the screw from the same place and slide this out, just like the instructions show. Easier said than done, though, because again, this was very tightly fit. I could not pry it out, even though this thing was loose in hand, you know. So what I had to do was get something like this. Okay, this is recessed in, you can see. So I thought, okay, that gives me a bit of somewhere to ledge it on here. So I put this on a surface just there, on an angle. I put a file here that had a rubber tip on the end, so the rubber was there, and then a mallet, and had to knock it out with two good taps, and then I could slide it out. That's, I guess it's just there's no wiggle room, you know. They just it's in there very tightly, and the plastic, you know, probably fresh out of the factory, just sticks together. It's unfortunate. And I kind of thought these faces were interchangeable, so you could have light piping in either one, but that's not the case. They're a different shape, these faces, and the slots on the helmet, so you can only have light piping on the toy version of the head, and I guess consistently with most Masterpiece, just painted eyes, although not all, for the animation head. It would have been nice. I would have thought it would be nice if you could kind of swap it somehow, but that is not the case. So I'll put these back together so you can see what it looks like on the bot. Just wanted to show you this while I have it disassembled. I'm going to have to super glue that post back onto the toy, because currently he is headless. I mean, it's my mistake for breaking it, but damn, it was tight. I just don't know how I was supposed to get that off. Actually, I sort of made a mistake there. This toy helmet is three parts. I just forgot to take the face off, separate it from the eyes, just like the other one does. Again, this I use a screwdriver for even this little part because it was just tightly stuck on there. And you know, I don't really get it. If you've got a screw to hold all these bits together, why does it need to be so tight? I'm trying to file down some of the inside of the helmet to see if I can loosen this up. Maybe I'll put a bit of WD-40 in there, I don't know, but it seems excessively tight to me. Alright, turkeys, here's our transportation Capitan with the toy head. I've got the neck post glued back on now, so you can take a look at him. Get him over here so you can see the light piping. So, if I said it earlier, I was wrong about the face plates being interchangeable. They are not. Let me get some light. So here is a look. That doesn't work so great, huh? Well, oh gosh. Okay, that kind of. Ooh. Good light piping. But, you know, actually the toy head's not too bad. Let me switch it over. So just to show you again, the head is really locked in there. You actually have to take it apart to get it on the ball peg, onto the post. Which, as I mentioned before, is not easy, super tight. So take that apart. Oh, that has to come out too. Okay. You can see actually the red here is rubbed off from the eye paint because it's so tight. Yeah, so they haven't left you enough room there, and let me get this guy back together. So because you have to actually close it over the peg. And this is really my only complaint with the toy, to be honest. But it is kind of a bummer. You know, if you know which head you want to display it with and just stick with that, then it's not going to be a problem for you. Okay, so there he is. Let's get this box out of the way. I just wanted to show it off because it's a nice piece of art. There's our fancy cell. I think this now it says Kiwi here. Maybe that's the art. I think this company was called Machine Boy at some point. Here's a picture of the train mode. And there's all the other stuff on the back. Shuttle mode on this side. There's our alternate head and Energon box. I can't really call it a cube. Okay, now we can get a better look at this dude. So, yeah, he's got the skirts here on the side and front. Oh, and let's close this up because that's stupid. Yeah, that's how he's supposed to look. Unless you want him to look like the toy. And these panels do rotate up if you want to give him more clearance with the hand. This looks okay. Then he's got like some armor there. That's more like the Toy World version, I think, does that. I'm going to show some comparison photos since I don't have other versions of this guy. This is actually the first Astrotrain figure I've ever owned. The G1 toy was cool. So I'm going to give my summary up front. I'm happy with this toy. I think it's really good. So this toy delivers what I want in a masterpiece type of figure. What it is it's an updated version of the G1 toy, and it looks like the cartoon in robot mode. And that's what I want out of it. That may not be what everybody wants, but for me, that's why I chose this guy. Now I know everybody has their own taste, so I'm not going to say he's the best or anything like that. And you know, you want to defend what you own, right? I'm not going to go and say that the other ones aren't any good. They are, but for me, this is what I prefer. I like the other ones have their strong suits too, but this just is what I wanted. He could be a little bigger, sure. I think he's supposed to fit with. I'm not sure if he's supposed to fit with Masterpiece or Classics, but he's going to scale better with Classics if you're worried about scale. And I'll show some comparisons later. But I just wanted to say overall, like this is what I want my Astrotrain to look like. I never had the original toy, but you know, I handled it on the playground at school from a friend that had it, and it was a good figure. I mean, it had decent articulation too, like except for his arms being too short. It was pretty good for a G1. And what this one does is it doesn't mess with that engineering. It takes, like, the G1 toy was a successfully engineered toy. So it keeps pretty much the same transformation. And what I mean is, you know, like the nose cone of the shuttle flips out of his legs. You know, this thing can be, this tail fin can be folded in or out, however you prefer, and the wings wrap around to create the train mode. And this sits on its back. I think all of that was fine the way it was. I mean, why go messing with? Don't, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? They just added articulation and detail, and really that's all I've ever wanted. And just to kind of illustrate my point here, we've got volume 8 of the Transformers Classics. Here is there's Astrotrain. And this is what he looked like in the comic book. Oops. should have shown this when the other head was on it, but you get the idea. Right, that's, I mean, that looks like Astrotrain to me. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed. So here's the weapon. Like I mentioned, does not have tabs, but the hands have slots. I guess if you want to give them another Masterpiece Figures weapon, you could do that. Holds it just fine without the slots. I didn't really understand why those were ever necessary. In fact, they kind of make it more difficult. I think I prefer it like this. So all the articulation you'd expect, standard stuff. You know, everything twists and rotates. Blah blah blah. This is the back. Yeah, jetpack, I guess. Everything's fine back there. Part of the, you can see this is the front of the train, the locomotive engine. There's his feet. This part just rotates up to give him a bit of a heel, and that whole thing is on a tilt, or a rock, or whatever you call it. Plastic quality is nice and solid. If you've ever had a TFC Toys figure, it feels like that to me. It's, you know, good solid ABS, I suppose. Not really. It's strong. It's a strong, solid feeling toy. I really couldn't be happier with it. The colors are all right. I mean, they're all correct. I think this yellow paint maybe could have used a second pass. You know, I may touch that up myself. There's a couple of sprue marks. Let's see if I can find one for you. I know I saw some. But, you know, you can just take a little knife and trim those off. Maybe there, here. Sorry, I had it too low. Here's a little sprue mark. No big deal, really. This could clip in a little better, I suppose. This panel here tucks under the neck joint and then onto here. Works fine. All this stuff is good. This part is painted purple, I believe. Like, everything is molded in color. Well, sorry, not everything, but it's all purple and gray for the most part. This is paint. I keep having this too low, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not sure why this is painted purple, because I think it's... Oh, no, wait. It's molded in gray. Now I can see it underneath. Yeah, but it matches almost perfectly. Everything sits securely. Really, apart... Yeah, this is... I thought these were metal at first in the shoulder, but they're not. Hope you don't mind, I'm not going to go through the transformation just because it takes a while, and, well, actually, no, it doesn't take a while. That's the thing, it's the G1 engineering, you know how to transform it, it's intuitive. I had to look at the instructions for parts of it, you know, just to make sure I wasn't doing anything wrong. I guess the only thing I could say is some of the tolerances are a bit tight, it'll probably loosen up as I fiddle with it more. And the head, yeah, the head, I already bitched and moaned about the head, and other than whinging about that, that's it. I love it. I think it's great. I think all the modes are successful. I would say, I'll show some pictures here. See, I think this is DX9 Sugar. I would say if you were looking, if the most important thing for you is the Masterpiece scale, maybe Sugar is better for you because it is large and in charge. It's got a nice looking bot mode, a bit more Studio Aux sort of aesthetic to it maybe, and he's got the right chest in my opinion, doesn't have that wing on it. The other modes are good. I like the updated shuttle mode. The train mode is pretty cool, I guess. Takes a few liberties, of course. The other one, Devil Star or Avila Star from Toy World. Toy World 1 is good if you get the was it Toronto Comic Con? The exclusive one that comes in the G1 colors. This one. Okay, I had to charge my camera. Anyway, if we look at the Devil Star or Avila Star, I don't know what the deal was with that. I guess they couldn't. Maybe Devil Star was taken, although I don't know why they would care about that. But and then it's changed to Evil Star and then Avila Star. Anyway, the Toy World one, I would say that has the superior shuttle mode. That one wins space shuttle mode. It's the most, well, it looks most like a space shuttle. I like the DX9 shuttle mode. It looks aggressive, and I think that would actually work well for a character like Blastoff. But it's not the shuttle mode that I personally like. And this one looks good. It looks like a real shuttle, but it also looks It reminds me of the G1 toy. Train mode. Here we can see the G1 toy and the cartoon animation model, which looks very similar. And I'm gonna have to give it to Toy World for train mode. I think it looks the most like a real train. Looks the most like a source material there. And it's got the nice moving wheels, although DX9 has that too. But it looks like a locomotive. You know, how important that is. DX9 Chigurh looks pretty good. Kind of like the big barrel shape of it. But try as they might to hide it, there's really no getting around the shuttle cockpit that's hanging around on the front and bottom of it. Yeah, I can see they did try to make it look like the cow catcher, but not quite working. Fancy Cell, pretty good. I'm happy with this train mode. It's it's fake, you know, and you can see it's sort of painted on there, but whatever. I think they did a good job, and it's nice to have the little. It's nice to have the extra piece on the back that turns into that little base. Robot mode, well, obviously I like this one because it matches the animation, and that's what I wanted to do. Noticing now that the rifle looks a lot like the original toy's rifle too. Speaking of the original toy, you can see there how the transformation is similar, how the train parts fold on the back of his legs, the shuttle nose hides in his legs, arms tuck in the side there, although it's too bad the original toy didn't let them extend, because he does just have those stubby little T-Rex arms, useless forearms, and no feet to speak of on the animation. That's interesting. They didn't even draw the little nubbies there. Anyway, and the tail fin folds away too. So I like it. That's why I like it. And you may be happier with GX9 if you're looking for just a large bot. Toy World Robot Mode, I'm not wild about it. His feet look like Unicron's feet, and he's got those fat calves. It looks weird. Looks like his pants are falling down. But you can tuck away the tail fin from his chest, I believe, so that's good. You know, it's not bad. It's just, I don't think it's as good as the other two. You know, I haven't mentioned that Hasbro and Takara are bringing out an Astrotrain later. You may have seen it online. There's pictures of, I think at first we're getting Sentinel Prime in this sort of orange deco, and then he's being redone as Astrotrain, which fits him better. Pretty cool. I might pick that up. I think the size is right. It's a long train. It looks kind of like that Omega Supreme. That which Omega Supreme was that? Was that third party? I can't remember. But it looks pretty good in all three modes from what I can tell. So yeah, I may have two Astrotrains. Here he is with the Masterpiece Seeker. Of course, Astrotrain should be roughly the same size in robot mode, if you look at the cartoon anyway. Well, I guess most sources you would look at that. So this isn't really going to... It doesn't fit exactly. It's close enough for me. I don't really care. I care, but it doesn't have to be... If it were the size of Chigurh, or bigger than a Masterpiece Seeker, to me that would just be too big. Because he's not really my favorite character, so I don't want him taking up all my shelf space, if that makes sense. The other disadvantage being if you want to do a Starscream's coronation scene, well, you can do it with this figure. He'd just be sort of reaching up to crown him. That should work all right. I think the way the angle... I was going to say he wasn't big enough to do that. You need Chigurh, but... Chigurh? I don't know how to... Oh, look, that's hollow. Just noticed that. Anyway, I was going to say that he's not tall enough to do it, but he is. I saw a picture of someone doing it on the internet, and he's just holding it up. It works pretty well at this scale. He's going to scale better with your classics. There's a classic Seeker who maybe it doesn't scale ideally with that. I think that's too much. Starscream is too small in this comparison. Here's with the Unique Toys Maniac King, and that's pretty good. That works well for me. I guess this is kind of the same sort of target scale. I think this is supposed to be sort of a chub class. And here he is with Masterpiece Ratchet MP30, doing a little repair work on his trailer for him. And let's put him next to this turd. Here he is with the Generations Blitz wing. So not bad. That works. I think they work together there. They should be roughly the same size. Blitzwing's a bit smaller. I just saw that DX9 had a go at Blitzwing, and they're putting up their Javalt, I think is what it was called. So they're taking a crack at Blitzwing, and it looks pretty good. You always have to make a lot of sacrifices with a triple changer, but I think DX9 has done a good job by the look of the pictures, and I'm probably going to get it, because this thing's a piece of shit. So, look at this rubber nose cone has worn off a lot of his head paint and left behind some purple. And of course these shoulder things that are a disaster, we all know about that. It's actually not that bad a figure. You know, I think if the quality had been a bit better, I mean, if they've just done a few things better, it's not that far off, right? If they've just done a few things better, it could have succeeded. But anyhow, I'm gonna stop rambling. I feel like I'm not doing enough on this video, but because I'm not transforming him. But if anybody wants to see that, let me know. I'll be happy to do it. I will perform for you on camera. What else? Yep, he's great. I love it. I do recommend this one. So this is far and away my winner for Astrotrain. Anyway, thank you for watching, and come back. I've got a lot of new videos coming up. I just got Masterpiece Ratchet. I don't know if I'm going to be reviewing him, but there should be more stuff coming. I have Stomp on the way. Fans Toy Stomp. I may review that. If you want to see any of that stuff or anything different, let me know in the comments.